What?
That was really special. Okay, this is my husband Alex.
That's
He is a man, not a woman.
And I'm not a sister either.
And not my sister. We're gonna be cleaning out his closet now. It's mostly gonna be him doing it. I'm here for moral support and we're gonna document it. Anyway, there aren't as many men doing these things on YouTube as he found out when he was looking it up. So I figure we can never go back and undo these things or redo these things. We can't go back and declutter the same stuff. So while we're doing it for the first time and just going through our whole house and going through the process, we are going to document the whole thing. So here we are. Let's get to it. Okay, Alex, would you like to introduce us to your clothes? He has done the same thing I did, which is empty his entire life's clothing into our guest room where our baby is not asleep. So Alex, can you just quickly walk us through what these items are, like what the categories are?
A lot of work clothes, a lot of clothes that I haven't worn in a long time, but maybe I'll wear again, like formal stuff. I literally took my dresser drawers in my closet and dumped them on the bed, and they're not very organized to begin with. So most of my hanging stuff is work related, thanks to my job now being 100% remote. Work clothes have definitely lost a lot of priority or need, so I think I'll be able to get rid of a lot of those. A lot of my like rest and relaxation or exercise or whatever else clothes are honestly getting pretty old. So
similar to me, a lot of kind of old ratty clothes that nobody needs in their lives anymore.
Right.
And a lot of duplicates, like way too many of some things. A lot of just older items that need to be let go of. And a lot of things that just don't fit your lifestyle anymore.
Right. I have some general goals for kind of where I want to end up with clothes. A big part of it is if I'm not needing to go into the office every day, then I don't need enough work clothes to wear 9 to 5 for 3 weeks at a time.
Right.
Have things that I enjoy instead of things that I have to have.
And saving a few things for potential business travel and business meetings when he needs to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sort them into piles and then we'll just count them. Okay, Alex.
Yes.
We just counted every piece of clothing you have, and we have
197 total.
197 items. Wait, we didn't write it down. We should write it down. 197, which is more than I currently have, but you're probably about to make a big cut, like a big cut, right? So,
yeah, definitely. I mean, like just going through, I already know that a lot of my work clothes are just completely unnecessary now, which is great. I have a lot of old socks that I already knew were worn out and needed to be replaced or gotten rid of or both.
and we have half of a pair as well.
Well, I mean, everybody has half a pair. The other half is around somewhere.
So we have long sleeve t-shirts. We have a scarf, some head accessories, hats, handkerchiefs, coats, jackets, and a vest, underwear, button downs, right? Polos, and whatnot, ties, shorts, short sleeve shirts, shoes and belts, socks, and pants, as well as he has 2 pairs of pajama pants, and then just some of his more formal wear. We did not state that, I didn't include shoes for me. And your shoes are included, and you do have a lot of shoes compared to me.
Yeah,
So,
I have 10 pairs of shoes.
So if we were to compare our actual totals, we would have to subtract your shoes or add mine. But yeah, that's it. And we're going to do the cut. This is the fun part.
Let's do this.
Do you need another beverage?
No. So there's a lot of items that I already know I'm going to get rid of, but I've had this coat since I was in high school when I worked at Goodwill. It is a 42 long. I haven't been a 42 since college or just after, probably.
College, which was a decade ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. So I have had this jacket for, I probably got it in 2008, maybe. It's a members only jacket, straight from the 80s. And I got it when I worked at Goodwill for all of, $3 or $4. I cannot replace this jacket. I have never seen another one. I've looked. I can't really fit into it in a way that I could actually wear it, but I am getting pretty close again, and I can't raise my arms yet, but I can't get rid of it. I'll either be able to fit into it or
I
not.
feel like that jacket's almost like your wedding dress. Like maybe your son wants to wear it.
I'm getting rid of the tux I got married in, but I'm not getting rid of this jacket. I will hand this on to my son before I get rid of it.
And I got into that a little bit in my video too, talking about things that were difficult for me to get rid of. And I had the same kind of thing. Like I have at least 2 items from the 80s that I got at Goodwill that are irreplaceable because they're from the 80s and they're in good shape and they at least at one point fit me. And I, even though maybe if it was like a brand new item, I would definitely get rid of it because it's vintage from the 80s and irreplaceable. I just couldn't, even though maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like it is in pristine condition. I've looked to find, similar jackets, and they're either not out there or, are way more than I would be willing to spend.
And for us, there's an emotional attachment to getting a good deal on things too. Let's just be honest.
There definitely is. I would rather give it away to somebody who
would freak out.
To have it.
That's the same thing for me, actually, with this jacket, which is, real leather and like a longer one that I got for $4. It's been really difficult for me to give that up, even though I've looked on eBay and it doesn't go for very much. It was such a good deal that it was hard.
Yeah, I mean, like, so if I looked on eBay and I saw that this jacket was going for like $100 or more, I would probably be willing. I would probably be willing to sell it because for $100 I could probably find another used jacket that fit me, that I liked the aesthetic of just as much as this one. But I got like a crazy good deal on it. And it's a fun jacket. Like, it's a conversation piece. Like when our engagement pictures, I was wearing this jacket.
Right. So here we go. Garbage bag time. So we have completed the task, and it is clearly.
You gotta tell me.
No, I don't. It is clearly a different day.
Yes.
Different clothes, different hair, new face. Who dis?
But I also know it wasn't exact because I did have some clothes in the dirty laundry and some clothes in a backpack downstairs and some clothes in another backpack downstairs. But I think I was keeping almost everything in there, or had already decided to get rid of extraneous, like socks and underwear type items that I counted the ones that I wanted and then get rid of the rest. So my total that I started with was around 197. We counted 197 in here, but
which is not bad.
But I did probably have another like 10 to 15 items.
The only problem is that space-wise, when it's a man's clothing, it's definitely just all bigger.
I'm not a small guy, so my clothes take up a lot of space. My clothes probably take up twice as much space, even though I have fewer items.
Right.
One of my t-shirts is like 2 of her t-shirts. One of my pairs of pants is like 5 of her pairs of pants.
So I thought the total was pretty good to begin with, but the problem was that it was still a lot of space.
I started out with about 36 short sleeve shirts that included my white t-shirts, 8 long sleeve t-shirts, 18 pairs of pants, 9 pairs of shorts, 5 coats, 2 pajama pants, 10 pairs of shoes, 36 pairs of socks, I think.
Plus 1 straggler.
Yeah, 36 and a half pairs of socks. 18 pairs of underwear plus whatever was in the dirty laundry. 18 button downs, 3 sweaters, 4 hoodies, 6 hats or headwear type items, 2 scarves, 4 belts, 3 handkerchiefs or bandanas, 14 ties, 1 polo and 1 short sleeve Hawaiian shirt, 1 vest, 2 suits, 1 sport coat, a tux, and a tux shirt, which brings, the grand total of about 197. So it ended up with 14 t-shirts, 4 long sleeve t-shirts, 12 pairs of pants, 7 pairs of shorts, 4 coats, 2 pajamas, 5 pairs of shoes, 7 pairs of socks, 14 pairs of underwear, 7 button downs, 2 sweaters, 3 hoodies, kept the 6 hats, kept the 2 scarves, 2 belts, kept the 3 handkerchiefs or bandanas, 7 ties, got rid of all of my short sleeve button down type, so got rid of my polo and my Hawaiian shirt, kept my 2 suits, 1 sport coat. I'm getting rid of my tux, getting rid of the vest, and getting rid of the tux shirt. I've had that tux since high school. I think I got it when I was 15, maybe 16. Bought it at Goodwill. I used to do ballroom dancing, and I wore it to, a dozen or more balls through high school and college. Got married in that tux. And I feel like that's just a great last hurrah for that tux. Any event where I really need a tux in the future, I'll rent or buy a tux. I don't know that my lifestyle needs me to own a tux for the foreseeable future. So we can cross that bridge later.
Amen.
And in the meantime, got a navy suit, a charcoal suit, and a blue sport coat. And that's about all that any man who doesn't wear one every day for work needs.
Okay, so we're basically done. We just have to put all the clothes back. And I know that this wasn't as life-changing for you as it probably will be for me with my clothes.
I got rid of half of my clothes. That's not...
How do you feel, though?
I feel pretty good about it. I mean, the only items that I were really surprised how many I had were my socks. I didn't realize I had almost 40 pairs of socks.
How do you feel about just knowing that you have cut so much excess? How do you feel about having 2 garbage bags full of clothes that we're getting out of our house? Does that affect you at all?
I mean, it feels good. Like, I definitely have struggled with keeping my clothes put away because they just don't physically fit in the space that we have.
Right.
Only 20 t-shirts is how long I would go in between washing my white t-shirts. You've talked about just having so many clothes in the house to wash that it takes a long time for everything to be clean. Mm-hmm. So in order for me to have enough in circulation, I need to have way more than I actually needed.
Right, so basically the only way that this works at all is if we all cut, because if we all cut, then laundry gets done faster and more frequently. If only some of us cut, it's still going to be a lot of laundry all the time.
Right.
So we kind of had to do this, and we've both almost cut by half, which is really cool.
I had a ton of socks, and they were mostly work socks, but I would just go to Costco and buy the bulk packs of gray socks.
And not go back through your old ones a lot of
right
times.
Yeah,
we have both really neglected the quality of our wardrobes since getting married for lots of reasons that I might get into in a different video, but we've both definitely come to the conclusion that we need fewer clothes, we need nicer clothes. In conclusion, any closing thoughts?
I mean, it feels good. I'm excited to go through it. I'm excited to go through other areas of stuff. Clothing isn't a super emotional thing for me, so it's definitely an easy place to cut.
Hi. I'm
it's definitely an easy place for me to do a big cut.
Yeah. Technology and books are Alex's most difficult cuts, I think. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, Alex, it's about 2 weeks later after we did your wardrobe declutter.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to get some follow-up thoughts from you.
So my like first impression after going through and decluttering everything, I went from around 200 items to about 100 items, so basically in half. And the first thing that I noticed was everything fits in my drawers in my closet now. I didn't have to strain to put anything away. It was just really easy. Everything fits. Packing to go places didn't really make a difference. You know, we went to go see my folks, and you know, I packed the same way. It was easier to pack just because, you know, I didn't have to dig through anything or make sure that you know, all the laundry was done or something like that, because there was just less to deal with that way, which was great. One thing that happened, you know, Caroline did laundry and, you know, like had it sitting on the couch, and I was able to just grab my clothes and fold them and put them away. And it's such a little thing, but it was so easy to do because there's less of them to deal with and worry about. And that's, I don't know, I guess that's kind of the biggest thing, is I haven't missed any of the clothes that I've put in the giveaway bags. I haven't had to worry or stress about anything, and it's easy to know that so many variations on this t-shirt, you know, like I buy this kind of t-shirt for, you know, working out and exercise and hikes and whatever else, and I've got, you know, 4 or 5 of them, and I'll just keep 4 or 5 of them, and when one wears out, I'll just replace it, and I don't need to have, you know, tons of backups on hand or anything like that. I think I want to keep my overall clothes to around 100, and there's, you know, some that I kept that I know I'm going to want to replace with higher quality items eventually, and there's some that I got rid of that I just don't intend to replace.
So in conclusion, clothes aren't life-changing, but do you think this might alter your life in any way?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's something that it's definitely been stressful for me to try to put away all of my clothes because I just didn't have enough space to put them away. Regardless of item count, my clothes take up more space than yours do, or than a lot of people's do. So, you know, I don't need 4 pairs of jeans to work out in the yard. I can have 1 pair of jeans and wash them after I use them.
So this has simplified your life.
Definitely.
And might trickle over into other areas.
Definitely. Having less stress because of simplifying my wardrobe is definitely helping, because it's just one less thing that I need to think about or worry about. I highly recommend it.
Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that any gentleman out there who needed an extra minimalization of your clothing videos found this helpful, because there, like I said, aren't as many out there for men. If there are any questions for Alex, I think he'd be happy to answer them in the comments. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We're still pretty brand new. I don't think you have enough jewelry to make a video out of that.
I don't know. Yeah, that's not much.
Okay, well, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Okay. Are you ready?
Allergies. So bad. I think I'm allergic
I told
to
you to act
everything out here.
natural.